next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
2nd and 3 now. Another carry for him. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by Fred Warner. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They send the tight end in motion. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And they'll have 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Murray on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They snap it to Murray. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he drives this forward to the 6. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Purdy throwing here to start. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And now it's second down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. He gets it away now from his own end zone. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. First down, ball at the 36. Murray from the pistol. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky line, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. He's going deep this time. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Condors just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. That one right down the middle. And the Condors will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. He's got him. That's McBride. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They send a tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. And this is a nice gain. It stopped at the 47. Good run, gets them 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun is Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. That pass is complete to McBride. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here. Handoff on 2nd and short. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. 1st down, and they go right back to it. We'll take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jake Moody on for the PAT. And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Connects on the crosser. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 22. And that'll give him a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on 1st down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They motion the tight end over. Murray here on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Murray. Taken in by Harrison. It's inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown. The Condors grow the lead to 7. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. That's taken in by Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a 49er first down. McBride hauls it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Purdy throwing here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And in for the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throw right side, and McBride has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good. 4.
Out of the shotgun. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And it's picked up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing now, following the turnover. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. He has the touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors grow the lead now to 22 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers with a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw again, it's Purdy. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st down throw by Purdy. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers chop some of the lead off before the half. On is Moody for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. First and 10, Murray. He's got Harrison. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first and 10, it's Murray. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now he takes it. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Touchdown! Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Condors grow the lead now to 22 points.
49ers 13.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The story is halfway told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The give now out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
From the gun is Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
And he'll work a little room down to the 29. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They give it to him again. And that one very short, only getting to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Kyler looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up first down. Hand off to the back. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Back to the well again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know how we hear about teams that quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Murray on 3rd down. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Handoff now out of the gun. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down after a decent gain to the 8. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
That one splits the uprights. And the Condors continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard
Purdy
line.
on 1st down. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Working quickly here. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers trail by 22 now. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Fred Warner. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Another carry for him. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Murray on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's complete right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. From the red zone now. On target to Worthy. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They're running the option, short side. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Here's the handoff. Has them the touchdown. The Condors put up even more points in a win. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors grow their lead yet again.
49ers 20.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 8 yards on that pickup, and an even 10 remain on third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up fourth and long. Here's Purdy to throw. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Murray here on first down. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Condors keep running away with this. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Condors tack on 7 more to their lead.
49ers 20.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's second and 14. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here from the gun. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Trying to set this up quick. First down, and they go right back to it. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Second and 10 now. That's taken in by Samuel. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The handoff on 3rd and short. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Let's go, sunshine!
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now!
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go! Ridiculous!
Purdy throwing here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3 now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Throwing from near his own goal line. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Condors running up the score. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Condors, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.